Well, welcome to the Sun, our property in Costa Blanca podcast. I'm Aki, and as always, I'm joined by the dynamic duo of Lisa and Colin in the Welcome Estates office. And it's great to see you guys. It feels like it's been a while, but how have you been keeping?
Not too bad.
Not so bad, but Aki, can I just say something? Why have you got a big coat on?
I'm freezing. I'm literally freezing. I've got a little heater on there. And this, I suppose, sets the tone, doesn't it?
You're doing that for dramatics. It's not that cold.
I'm really not. I'm freezing.
He needs to put 50p in the meter, doesn't he? That's what he needs.
I've got my Star Wars mug here to warm me up. Honestly, it's one of those. But
are you going to be asking for donations for your heating at the end of this?
I might have to soon. But I am hearing that Spain is bracing for potentially one of the coldest weekends for a while, anyway, as well. So we're getting a little bit of even keel there, aren't we?
Better get my big coat out.
Well, I've got long sleeves on.
So have I.
Wow, there you go. So we're going to find out more about this cold snap coming to Spain soon. But on today's show, we've got loads to get through. We're going to talk about some recent property sales, what's going well in the market, what's hot, what's not. We've got some expert predictions for next year as we approach the festive period and into the next year. Then we've got something really special, and people need to stick around to that section because it's the Black Friday specials. There's some really good deals, let's say, some nice things that Welcome Estates are throwing in for potential clients and clients in there. We've got viewers' questions as always, and we've got some information about free viewing trips. So loads to come on this episode, guys. And I think we should probably start up with giving us a market update at the minute. How are things going at the minute? What's hot, what's not?
I don't know if anything isn't hot apart from the weather, but the market's still the same as it was, Aki. There's actually quite a lot of people come out, would you believe, still in November and December to buy.
I find it interesting because lots of people come out in November to buy, and I think that because it's got a bit cooler, flight prices have dropped, but the actual area, a lot of the places are a lot quieter at the moment, aren't they?
It's a little quieter.
It's a little bit quieter in general because people have gone home now from the winter sun, maybe the September, October, and they go back for a little bit, and it'll start picking up. For people who've got property here already, it'll start getting busier again around the Christmas time because lots of people come out for Christmas.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting because we're going to talk a bit later about the seasonality of buyers. So that's an interesting point there. But are you seeing any specific areas that are going faster than others? Or we talked about some hidden gems in the last podcast. Are they seeing a big influx at the minute? Whereabouts?
I think anything that comes on, no matter where it is, in the lower bracket goes really quickly. When I say lower bracket, I say like anything under 200,000 really for a resale property goes quite quickly. I would say we're seeing quite a lot between the 200 and 400 maybe at the minute. Although we've had some pretty high ones as well. But that's probably the hottest market. And I deal with all the properties that are coming on and off the website all the time. So I can see from different builders and developers how quickly things are selling. And they're selling really, really quickly. On a daily basis, developments are sold out.
Well, I suppose, I know Welcome Estates isn't just about golf properties, far from it. But there's a lot of golf players I know in England who are now going abroad to play golf because it's getting cold here. Do you actually see an influx of people around this time playing golf?
Yeah, this is the classic time to play golf now. So you get a lot of people out here all through the winter playing golf. But just to come back to what you just said there about what's hot, and you mentioned golf, I had a couple of clients down on another golf resort a couple of weeks ago, and they were looking at a new build apartment. They were around 239 to 270,000 euros, depending if you wanted ground floor or top floor. There was literally 6 units left out of 40 something. And these aren't going to be built for another 18 months, and it's nearly sold out.
Yeah, that's incredible.
It just shows you there's no there's a show house, but on a slightly different development, so that they haven't even built sufficiently on that unit to put their own show house in. So it just shows you how quickly things are selling. I mean, you sent out an email last week where we just got the properties listed, and we get them listed fast because we're on a network for new build providers, and it literally sold out within a matter of a week.
Before we've even got anybody here on the floor, on the ground in Spain to sell them, they've literally sold out. And it was like, and it was the location, it was close to the beach, in a really desirable place, but and they're not going to be ready till 2027, and they've sold out.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So people are doing that, I'm guessing, from all nationalities without really, but they're not concerned about changes in visas or anything like. They're just making that plunge now, taking the plunge.
No, because you've got to remember that a lot of the market, there's not been a massive change to anyone, unfortunately, unless you hold a British passport. So if they're going to come for holidays or even a bit longer, there's no real visa issues for them like there wasn't beforehand. And that's a big chunk of the market. Yeah. There's still a lot of UK passport holders who want holiday homes, because at the end of the day, no matter where you go in Europe, you're still restricted without a visa to 90 days. So many people are still, for flight convenience and price and the sun, Spain is still the top place for holiday home buyers. And relocations, I think they're getting more normal, more people know what you've got to do. And if you're somebody who can relocate, then they're just happily. The only thing that's holding relocations up is not us, it's the UK property market. Because they want to buy before prices start increasing, as anybody would do who's excited to move over. They want to start looking at properties, but until they not only get an offer on the property in the UK, until they really exchange contracts, they can't really move forward.
No, it moves at a snail's pace over here. It really does. So I suppose that's an interesting point to make, isn't it, as well? UK buyers, perhaps get yourself in order here first and get yourself a head start, maybe.
Always say that. Always say that.
There's some success stories and case studies, recent case studies in property sales. So should we go through some of those?
Yep, sure. Everyone always loves to know what people have bought and where they're from and how much they paid for it. Yeah. This is a top floor one in Montemar, for 120,000 euros. The person who bought this property bought it remotely. So they didn't actually come to Spain. It came on the market. They knew the area, and they spoke to me one Tuesday evening over WhatsApp and put an offer in and got accepted by the Wednesday morning.
That shows a level of trust, though, doesn't it? So that does show you're doing something right if they feel like they have that level of trust in you.
Yeah, I always get a little bit anxious, when people have done something remotely, because I think, because in Spain, once you put the deposit back down and things like that, you can't just change your mind. You can't say, well, I didn't physically see it. You can't. So I always get a little bit nervous, and I would never do a remote viewing on anything that had slight issues, maybe, or
from a legal perspective.
Anything like that. I would never do that, as long as we know the property is legal and we've looked around it and it's in good condition and things like that. Then we can do remote, because that's if that person hadn't done that, they would have lost this apartment, because it came up on the market and they would have lost it 110%. And luckily they've now been over since then. It's not completed yet. It's not gone to notary, but they came in the office last week and they are over the moon. So that is good to hear.
Brilliant.
And it went for more or less asking price.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Oh, this is a golf course.
Vista Bella golf course, golf resort. That's not far from
Finca. Vista Bella.
It's not too far, about 10-minute drive. There's so many golf courses in this region. You've got them. If you keep driving every 10 minutes, I bet you get to a golf course. So this is 10 minutes in. I'm not even going to count calling a loft. It's in one direction. 10 minutes. Is it that way? That way from where we are. But this is an interesting place, because
it is.
This is a place where Colin spoke about a moment ago about the apartments and only a few being left. But they've got loads of plans here, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. So you obviously know La Finca quite well now, Aki.
Yeah.
I would describe Vista Bella as La Finca 10 years ago.
Okay.
Price points are slightly different as well. So properties are not a massive amount, but properties are slightly less expensive on Vista Bella, just ever so slightly. But the interesting thing about Vista Bay, it is a golf resort, but the developer there, they haven't built anything on the golf course yet. So there's probably a decade's worth of building there still to go. Whereas obviously anything front line on La Finca now is being built out.
So the front line's not. That's interesting.
There is nothing on front line.
On La Finca, they started front line,
and that's where they're going to finish it there.
And built. Yeah,
they're going to build towards the golf course.
That's interesting.
So what you're saying is this could potentially be a good investment because there's still stuff which hasn't been implemented.
Yep. Another one of your favourite areas, Aki, Santa Rosalia, which you love.
Yeah, I did.
There's actually plans there to build another man-made lagoon, aka Santa Rosalia, at Vista Bay as well.
Okay.
Brilliant. So this has a real potential to go in one direction. It's getting a lot of traction, and there's a lot of people wanting to look there.
But it does also show just a wider trend in the region, doesn't it? The investment's not slowing down. If anything, it's going the other way.
No, yeah, there's no signs of anything slowing down, to be honest. We find interestingly that although they've picked up again this year, I've said this a few times, depending on what's going on in the UK particularly, and maybe more we know because we know what's going on in the UK, where we're not quite as informed on politics in Belgium or even Spain, let's be honest. We don't. Yeah. We still watch UK news, so we know what's going on in the UK. So there's obviously the budget and things that are coming out at the moment in the UK. That actually it's really, really weird. Our leads can go like that. You know this because people are a bit like, oh, we're just going to wait until after that just to see if there's some massive change that's going to massively affect our life or our savings or our pensions or something like that. So you can always tell that's happening, but it doesn't change. The rest of the nationalities are fine. So the market doesn't really significantly change that much. We can just feel it sometimes. We can feel when we're talking to people, and they can be a bit more indecisive, as in, well, I'm not going to come out until after that, or I'm not going to make a decision until after that.
That doesn't tend to be at the end of the €389,000 villas either.
No.
That tends to be at the smaller end of the purchase. Where those
does it happen at the very top end as well, or is it just the lower?
The thing you'll get with the very top end possibly is when people have got that much wealth, depending on nationalities. Some nationalities are very sensitive to currency fluctuations.
Yeah.
So somebody who's very, very savvy might just hold off until, say, the Norwegian kroner or the Swedish kroner strengthens.
We've noticed that with the American market recently.
Yeah,
very close. It makes sense that.
Yeah. Because the dollar's obviously had a bad time against a lot of currencies. So, somebody who's underwater quite a bit with currency might just think, well, that might cost me an extra 300 grand on a couple of million, so I'll just wait a little while. So that's totally understandable, but that's why you've got to get your currency sorted, and you've got to speak to professionals to try and put forward planning in place.
But back to that beautiful one, it was a beautiful 3-bedroom detached on Vista Bella. It was key ready, and the new owners will be moving into that early next year.
Brilliant, yeah. That's a great success story, and this one as well, slightly lower price bracket, but it looks equally as nice, really. But this is Murcia, which again is one of the ones we've featured on Hidden Gems areas and up and coming areas.
It's not such a hidden gem because that's Santa Rosalia again, Aki.
Right, yeah, exactly. So actually, it was a hidden gem, but
I was getting a bit confused. Then I was about to look because it doesn't say Santa Rosalia. It says Murcia. I was having a quick look. Then
I haven't even got my glasses on that I can see that properly.
Yeah.
So it's Santa Rosalia, Aki. Mm-hmm. So not much to say about that. Absolutely rocketing in price. There's only 1,600 units going to be built there. They've probably got about another 5 years of development to go, and the place will be finished. And it's absolutely amazing there.
And once that development's gone, it's gone from a new build purchase point of view. People have made money on that development.
You see for sale signs.
Oh yeah, and literally the first ones that when it was first opened up, and I bet the apartments were going for 150, 160.
Probably. Yeah.
And now look at the price of them, and they've still got 5 years to go. But there isn't anything around like Santa Rosalia. Yes, it is more expensive, for sure, but
Get what you pay for.
But you can't get that anywhere else. So, but even that 289 for an apartment is not far off.
That's standard price.
It's not far off most of the nicer areas or the more desirable areas. But just to go back on all of them, one thing that we didn't mention is nationality. The first one, the little apartment, was someone from the Netherlands.
Dutch, yeah.
Yep. The second one was English.
Mm-hmm.
The third one was, I think there was English as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
British anyway.
Okay. All right. Well, some good success stories there. It shows that there's a lot of happy clients and customers coming through Welcome Estates' door, or virtually, as we've seen as well from the first one. That brings us to looking actually ahead now, because we are coming towards the end of the year. I know it's been a good year for Welcome Estates, and I'm sure we're all hoping that next year is going to be even better. But what are your top trends that you're seeing potentially for 2026?
I can see the new build market getting stronger and stronger.
I think the apartment's really strong there. The apartment price bracket is really, really strong, and I cannot see that changing. What I find interesting though is that the plans that we can see in areas that we work with really closely, and we've had sort of like foresight of developments that's come in that haven't been released yet, they are all looking at villas.
Mm-hmm.
It's villas, the villas, and the villa prices are 400, 500, 600 plus. So for them to invest so much in, obviously if they've got a piece of land and they can build either 50 apartments or 10 villas, then the need and desire for villas is obviously still strong for them to commit to building villas versus apartments.
Right. And we've talked before about digital nomads, and this is a hot word across Europe at the minute, actually, a lot of digital nomads, so to speak. Are you seeing more people, do you think more people in 2026 are going to be applying for the digital nomad visa and moving that way?
Yeah, it would be interesting to see the stats, because they release stats every year, but I would predict pretty strongly the digital nomad will really get stronger. I think ultimately I'll call them big hitters, I think a digital nomad will actually replace the golden visa, because some of the tax benefits, if you're a company owner and you can do it as a digital nomad. For instance, your tax rate's capped at 24% up to 600 grand. Now, if you're earning 600,000 in any country, specifically the UK, you're going to be over a 50% tax rate. So somebody can be a digital nomad here, be running their own company virtually, and have a tax rate capped at 24% on the first 600,000 of earnings. So that, I think, will replace the golden visa potentially.
I think in that market of people, I do think there's still a little bit of confusion though when it comes to the nomad visa from things that I hear and people that I speak to. You've obviously got your non-lucrative visa, which is for those who do not work and do not know work. That's quite a really simple process, and they're being done continuously all the time. We never see any problems with them as long as people have had the right advice beforehand. Nomad visas, many people think that they would be eligible because they work online, but it's not just about that. It's about having an employer who is outside of Spain who will allow you to do that job.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds like the same thing, but it's not the same thing. If you work for yourself, or if you've not got a contract from a company. So as a business director, you still need to be employed by the business.
You are employed as a director.
So that is the key difference. So if you are self-employed or you're doing something remotely in that sense, you wouldn't necessarily be eligible for HIT. You have to be employed by somebody. You have to have a work contract.
Or a freelancer. Yeah.
No, I don't think freelancers.
Freelance. There's a different tax rate for them though. But if you're a genuine freelancer, the tax rate's slightly different to the employed, i.e. company director. The vast majority of people who work for another company and have a boss and go to work and get paid a salary, 99% of them would probably get, because they wouldn't agree to it.
We'll hold that one and we'll find information about that, only because 2 people who came in here last week, they work for different companies, but they're both freelance. And
if you work for a company though, you're technically not a freelancer.
But they was told that they couldn't have the digital. There was something within that situation that was. So I think that lots of people are going to try, and lots of people want to be able to come to Spain, live the life, work, and the nomad visa is a potential option. But I don't think it fits as many people as they think.
It's mostly for business owners who can stamp their own check. Basically, that's who it's for.
But you know what this does set up nicely? It sets up an entire podcast, maybe the next one we do, where we actually should just do a podcast about the different visas.
Why don't we get an expert in and we'll talk digital nomad?
Yeah, I know. I won't be freezing next time because I'll be in Dubai, so I can actually be on a beach doing it. And I'll feel like you guys.
What we're talking about, so let's get an expert in.
Now, something I want to pick up with you guys as well is often relocating to Spain has been considered something you do when you retire, when you're plus 55, 60, etc. But I've heard that there is
I don't tick any of those boxes. Colin ticks one.
You don't. Neither of you do. But I've heard that there's an increasing trend in people between 35 to 55. This is an increasing market. Yeah. Why is that? Is that true? And if so, why?
It is true. But again, for anybody, and we meet these people, unfortunately, every few months when we go to exhibitions, anybody who has a job now who, isn't a digital nomad, we'll use that term again, who has to be hands-on, it's virtually impossible to come to Spain to actually get a job in that respect.
Again, what we're seeing though, if you've not got a UK passport, yes, it's happening absolutely more. So people, Irish passports, we're seeing more and more young families move over. And I always ask the question, how have you managed to get here? Got an Irish passport. And then obviously then of the other nationalities. So there's a lot of young families from all over Europe, Dutch families, French families, Scandinavia as well. Lots of my children go to an international school, and there's many international schools around, which tells you how many young families are really here from other countries.
And that's why we can work here, Aki, because we were here before Brexit. Unfortunately now, though, from anybody from the UK who doesn't have access to a golden passport, the rules will make it very difficult for you to find, let's call it, a normal job in Spain.
Yeah.
Is that within a year or full stop?
Full stop, pretty much, more or less. There's always the odd exception to the rule.
Aki always asks these questions because he's dying to move over.
Yeah, but you guys, I am. It's.
But why would people? I know why not? Especially when you've got young families and young children, it's a lovely place to bring them up. The exposure to different cultures is brilliant for them as children. The weather is great for everybody. So more and more people want to. But unfortunately for working families with a British passport, it is really difficult. But I'm sure there's more coming about working visas and things like that. So I think we are probably right about time that we need another visa update.
We need the visa experts on, because in all honesty, that would probably be quite interesting, because people are probably sitting there trying to work it out themselves, and it might be a good angle for us to go on to. Yeah. Well, there you go, guys. That's our visa podcast, which we've just arranged, and you've just seen it live being arranged, and that'll be coming your way shortly. But now, Black Friday. I mean, everyone loves a bargain. I've just been to the Trafford Centre, got a great bargain on some Christmas socks. And now, guys, you're going to be showing us some Black Friday bargains and deals. Tell us about it, guys.
So the first one we've got, which is shown in the background at the moment, is a lovely development in San Miguel. And San Miguel's a really popular area. My children go to school there. Colin's there quite a lot at the moment, aren't you, with these apartments?
Quite a lot with these apartments, and the price of them as well.
Yeah. So I think they start from 219 for a 1-bedroom. Is that right? According to the screen, it is. So we're going to go with that.
Screen, it is. I've never seen a 1-bed.
But the 2 beds are around 240,000.
240.
Yeah, and it's quite a. How much did you say they've sold? Were you not really surprised at how much they've sold?
No, so they've always got the pin board with the picture of the development on, and there's loads of red dots on it already, which means it's been reserved.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing built, Aki. They're literally digging the foundations out. They're not going to be ready for nearly 2 years.
Yeah. So by 2027. But people are obviously being able to invest at this point now, and secure something for 2027. And there's many reasons why people do that. From a financial point of view, looking to sell something, that's their future plan to retirement. That time frame can actually help people, and you get a better price because you're getting it normally by the time they've completed or gone to the last phase, the prices have gone up. But the reason why we picked this one was, one, it's lovely and it's selling really well, but because it is a relatively new development, the area is not, and there's lots going on around it, but this is a new phase, and the builders have called it Black Friday, but it is more of a new promotion. They're offering furniture packages and lighting for this one as well. So anybody who reserves this one between now and the end of this year will get the furniture and they'll get the lighting, plus they'll get the 1% voucher off Welcome Estates that pays for other things. So most of the extras are taken care of, and it's all in for 240.
Just bring your suitcase.
That is a pretty good Black Friday deal.
Not bad.
That sounds great. So what else have we got here? There's more to it as well. There's more. They just keep rolling in.
Yeah. This is a similar development in Torrevieja, really popular place for people. People love Torrevieja, close to the beach.
Near the beach.
As you can see there from that picture, that lovely blue thing around is the sea. So these are a little bit more expensive, and they start from 274, but that'll be the location. That'll be the closeness.
It's the location because you are near shopping centres and you're 5 minutes onto the beachfront in Torrevieja. Yeah. Again, great.
Yeah,
but again, this development is not ready and not nearly ready. They are obviously getting people in the development, and they put this Black Friday off all again. And I think this one is includes furniture packages. I know it sounds like all we talk about is free furniture packages, but I promise you, we select these from hundreds and hundreds. Furniture packages are not the norm.
Nope.
They are not the norm. We're just picking ones out of hundreds out of there that have, for one reason or another, but it is not normal to come and buy a new build and have furniture.
95% of new builds aren't furnished.
Yeah.
So
I think it's a great deal.
That's why we love them so much, because normally somebody will buy an apartment and they have got to buy the lights, buy the aircon, buy the white goods, and buy the furniture. None of those things are included.
Okay, great.
Some don't even include shower screens, Aki.
I think most don't.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Most of them don't, to be honest. They have pre-installation for things like aircon and things like that. But that one as well. Again, they have said the offer's on until the end of 2025. So people have still got a little bit of time if you're due out on that plane anytime soon.
Yep, just drop.
Well, I'm getting a good taste for these Black Friday offers now. So let's see the next one.
Your favourite place?
My favourite. Santa Rosalia.
Got some bad news,
I have to apologise for this one. So we selected the properties for this podcast less than 48 hours ago, and there was one unit left, which was completely kitted out on Santa Rosalia, but it's now unfortunately sold. So this is not one, but there is lots of other options on there. I don't believe any of furniture packages and things like that currently.
No, only the touristic developments, which come fully furnished, and that's for anybody who wants to rent a property out legally. So they come fully furnished, but that's totally different to a holiday home. Yeah,
but again, this place is just being sold up like hotcakes.
Well, you were just teasing us with that one, weren't you?
You can see it on the screen now. There's the man-made lagoon. It is very nice.
Oh, it's lovely. It's lovely.
And that's what they're thinking of building in Vistabella.
Okay. Brilliant.
Yeah,
So
interesting.
you can't, yeah, like you say, you were kind of teasing us with that one, but I think the next one
Yeah.
is the next one available still?
Let me see which one it is. Yes. This one's still available. There's actually 2 of these, and Welcome Estates are listing them exclusively at the moment. They are brand new Key Rega properties, really big properties.
There's a handsome chap doing a property tour there as
I was
well.
going to say, do you throw
I can't see it.
a guided tour coming?
So there's 2 options here. One is just under 700,000 and one is just over, I think it's about 705, but they are
Massive.
Like literally, what's the square footage on the actual underbuild's about the size of an apartment and more, is it not?
I mean, the underbuild's something like 130 odd square meters in the larger one. I mean, most apartments are 3-bedroom apartments, 100 square meters. We had a client.
This is the living area, is it not?
It is. Yeah. That's the living room. Again, you can see no furniture. So what's coming?
So this property, because it's under Welcome Estates and not under the builder now, so obviously anybody who buys this gets our 1% as well. But for any purchases until the end of the year, Welcome for our Black Friday offer are going to also add a €10,000 furniture voucher.
That's a great incentive.
Yeah, so the lucky person buying this should have somewhere to sleep when they go in there as well.
Yeah, because it looks like furnishing that place would be expensive.
Well, I'm not saying it depends on what you do downstairs. We've seen some amazing underbuilds, games rooms, and gyms, all sorts.
Bars, everything.
Yeah. If it was in my house, I think it'd have a really big laundry room and then a games room for the kids to keep them.
It's a pool table all day long for me. I've got the same shirt. And look, I'll have to get a different shirt.
I was just about to say that, but I thought I'll just bite my tongue.
People think I'm a scruff.
He's obviously got a filming outfit on.
This is me Thursday filming outfit I'm wearing today.
Yeah. But as I said, there's only 2 of these, and once they're gone, they're gone. This builder is not building any more properties of this full stop on the Finca anymore. They are selling land to some of our new favourite builders who are coming out, which is great. So the development's going to continue. The family have just decided, because the original families of La Finca have been building here since the beginning, and they've just decided that they just don't want to continue building and they want to retire. I suppose they're allowed.
I'll let them off. But yeah, I mean, you can see the finish on these properties.
Beautiful.
Perfect. Yeah.
Brilliant. Home.
Yeah, lovely. And I believe that brings us, I think we've got one more. Is that right? I think we've got one more. Let's have a look at this final.
It's the same model,
just
a slightly different plot, and the underbuild's absolutely humongous. And this one's got the same lad again. We've got it. There's a double garage in this one as well. So, this isn't for just the home lover. This is for anybody who's got expensive toys that go on the road. You've got a beautiful double garage there as well.
Yeah.
But that's the reason for the difference in price. So again, same deal on this one.
Yep.
So and it is a great deal, especially when you think about you don't factor in all the costs maybe, and you're looking at this, and that's a great incentive. So that really is a Black Friday deal, in my opinion.
That's it.
Well, to be honest, if anybody who purchases that, if they think about it, they're going to get nearly £17,000 worth
euros.
Euros worth of vouchers to kit that place out.
Yeah, great stuff. Great stuff.
The 1% and the furniture package.
Well, you know what you need to do, guys, for the best Black Friday deals in town. There's only one place to come. Come to Welcome Estates. Follow, like, subscribe, do all the rest of that cool stuff. I also want to bring us on to something now, which again is something you're offering, which is the free viewing trip. I know this could be quite a popular thing, but just tell us more about this from your own words.
This is more of an end of year celebration and a bit more of a thank you from Welcome Estates. It's something that we decided to do. So we have our own viewing trips, and we have only so many slots now until the end of the year. But what we wanted to do is we talked to people so much, and they were really going to buy in 2025. That was going to be their year. They was going to purchase. And for whatever reason, life gets in the way, does it not?
Always.
work gets in the way, commitments get in the way, finding the time to be able to do it can sometimes not be on your side. So what we've decided to do is for a select number of people, only because we can only accommodate a select number of people, for the rest of the year, because we want those people who said we was buying in 25 to get over here and do it. We are going to book their flights. We are going to pay for their flights. We are going to pick them up from the airport. They're going to have 3 days accommodation. They will, that's all the good news. The bad news is they'll also get someone like Colin for 3 days to be able to show them properties and show them around. If there's people listening who really thought that 2025 was going to be the year that they purchase their property,
It's not too late.
please just pick up the phone. All they need to do is speak to us, work some dates out together, and the rest of it, all they need to do is pack the suitcase, get on a plane, and then we will sort the rest of it out.
Sounds
Absolutely
like
amazing.
Relief there, Lisa. Pick up the phone.
Pick up the phone, ring that number at the bottom.
No, that's great. And, you know,
we hear it with so much. We just hear it. We run out of time this year now, and it's going to be next year. And next year then becomes the year after, and then it becomes a year after, and then...
The next year might never come, Aki.
Yeah.
Well, you said as well, a celebration. It's been a celebration towards the end of the year, and that does reflect as well how good a year it's been for Welcome, and just you fostered some great relationships with people. Because I've been and visited. We've filmed at places where people have bought through Welcome, and they've become your friends afterwards.
Yeah.
So it shows that family.
We have created over the last 18 months. I think that through our presence at a place in the sun shows, and we have quite a big exposure there, so we're quite prevalent in the shows, and we go to every single one, and our YouTube channel, the trust and the relationships that we have built up with our clients has been next to none this year. It's been such a different experience. It's been a really, really enjoyable experience, to be honest. We find it really funny sometimes. I just sat in my little office at the back, and clients will come in and they're out with Lana or Colin. They go, "Is that Lisa in the office? The one off YouTube?"
Nobody ever says it to me like that.
No, I don't really do it.
They will after today's episode.
But it's just really nice, and I think that people probably have got to know us, and through that channel we've got to know them, and by getting to know them we've been able to help, I know it sounds really cliche, make their dream come true, but actually just help them do what they really wanted to do.
Fantastic. Well, there you go, guys. The free viewing trip with Welcome Estates. Get in touch with the team. Right, guys, what a brilliant episode that's been. We've gone through quite a lot of stuff there, haven't we, really?
As always.
But we still have a couple of little last bits I want to actually just mention to you. And that is, can you tell us a little bit about the Alicante Christmas lights? Because this looks pretty special.
I've not been to this.
Well, I have, but it's not just the lights either. They have next to where the town hall is in Alicante, in the old town, they have one of the biggest nativity scenes in the world. And they have literally like 100-foot high nativity scene.
And whereabouts is it?
It's next to the Ayuntamiento in Alicante town centre, just 2 streets back from the port.
Really?
Amazing, yeah.
And when does this run from until?
Oh, pass. But I mean, it'll be on now. I mean, where we are now, they're all putting up the Christmas lights. December the 8th, quite a big day here, Aki, in Spain. It's called the Immaculate Conception, and a lot of big Christmas lights and events will start around that date. So the turning on of lights, but a lot of places will turn them on before then.
I'm just thinking for those viewing trippers, that might be a great time to coincide and get some.
Apparently, they've been installing them since September.
Really? Well, they will do if it's 2.6 million. He must be wrecked, the bloke, by now. Must be doing
Well, we've had our Christmas lights up already. Well, our lights are up already. So
Really, at home?
Yeah, they're honestly, they're at home. They're all over the garden, the back garden. The Christmas trees up, and there's no way in this household.
Your house, Aki. I'm not.
Yeah, do you want me to take the phone and show you?
Oh yeah, come on. Who was that? Is that you or?
No, that's Jenny and the kids.
He has got young kids, you've got to remember that. But...
So have I, but it's still not coming up till Christmas Eve.
In fact, speak of the devil, look.
I've just used my Christmas tree.
You see the lights out there. It's all starting, you see, guys. There's no way we could let it go to December the 8th in this house. No way.
You've got too much time on your hands.
But
I do like your Christmas tree, though. It looks very pretty.
Very classy. Very classy.
it will be when it's finished. And
is it a work of art?
It will be, because we are actually going out now to buy some special baubles for the tree. So there you go.
Okay. I'm one of them.
There's a can laughter.
I bought my boys little ones for their bedrooms so they don't decorate mine.
Oh, okay. You're one of those. Yeah.
I'm getting the Louis Vuitton baubles. Can you
Don't bring no tinsel near my Christmas tree.
Tell me about this Arctic blast, because you might actually have a more of a traditional feel this Christmas. What's going on? Tell me about this.
I don't think you get snow at 16 degrees myself. I know I'm not the weatherman.
Well, actually, somebody came in the office this morning, a guy called Richard, and he said, "Oh, it was 7 degrees when I got in the car this morning."
Ooh.
I think it was about 10 degrees when I got in.
He's a little bit. I've not told you. I went to Valencia last weekend, and he doesn't realise. Well, it was actually Colin's fault that I ended up in Valencia, because my husband is a very big Roxette fan. Okay, loves a bit of Roxette, and they happened to be playing in Valencia last weekend.
Half of Roxette.
Yeah, half of them. So we went to Valencia. My point was, Valencia is lovely. It's only about 2 hours from here. Beautiful. But it was freezing.
Really?
It was cold.
It's a bit further north.
Yeah, a bit further north. Yeah,
wow.
It makes a big difference. Here at the moment, it is chilly in the morning, chilly in the evening, beautiful in the afternoon, in the sun, out of the sun again.
Still like 20 degrees.
Yeah.
20 degrees.
And yes, it's going to drop. It will drop over the next couple of months, but I'm not really sure about this Arctic blast. I'll be interested. I love this time of year. You can sit outside with a little jacket on, your heater on, and it's really nice and cozy.
Hey, you've never seen me in a pom-pom hat. You might get that treat this year.
Oh wow, can't wait.
If there's an Arctic blast.
Yeah.
Hopefully this Arctic blast on your end will coincide with when.
But we'll keep you updated. We'll keep you updated on the podcast if we start having to get the de-icer out and things like that. I don't even know where you'd buy that over here.
I might have to take the snowplow to pick people up from the airport, Aki, on all the viewing trips.
Well, guys, I hope you pack your survival kits for your 16 degrees there. I'm going to be thinking about you.
Yeah. So it's going to be bad, isn't it?
But there you go, guys. Spain does have some cold winters, but they're not as cold as the ones here. Look, it's been a great episode today. We've covered a lot there. I particularly love the Black Friday deals, I must say. But free viewing trip, really important. Get in touch with the Welcome team. Don't forget to subscribe and to follow. And there's been some great case studies of people there who've recently purchased with Welcome Estates. Everybody's always happy. Every time I visit, there's glowing reports from everybody who's bought through Welcome Estates. So it feels like so far it's been a really successful year for you guys.
It has, and we're just about to arrange our Christmas party.
Ooh, nice. What does that entail?
Well, we don't know yet. We haven't
Don't know.
arranged it.
It's one of those, where you could. I put it on the group WhatsApp today. I was laughing. Put it on the group WhatsApp. Nearly Christmas time. Who wants to arrange it? WhatsApp's been silent ever since.
Put a hand up.
Did you?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you've got to volunteer.
Yeah, not sure yet where we're going to go, what we're going to do. It's not quite as Christmassy. We're struggling to find a Christmas event like you would do, a cheesy one like you would do in the UK, where you go to like a village hotel or something, and they've got a gala on, and you don't really get that sort of thing. So I think it might be Cabaret, maybe.
Can't beat a night in Cabaret.
Bushwhackers. We'll get the night when Michael Jackson's on again.
Maybe.
That sounds good to me. Nothing says Christmas like Cabaret.
We'll let you know when we've decided.
All right, guys. Well, look, as always, thank you very much for joining us and giving us some interesting feedback and information from the world of the Costa Blanca property sales. And of course, Welcome Estates, guys, they're right there for you on all platforms now. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, you name it, the website. They're all there. All you've got to do is get in touch with the team. They'll be more than happy to help you. It's been nice chatting with you guys. Enjoy
And you?
the rest of your day. And
Enjoy barbell shopping.
yes,
Stay
I'm
warm.
gonna. I can't wait.
Sounds great.
See you next time, guys.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Welcome Estates, your trusted partner for finding dream homes in Costa Blanca, Spain. Beautiful new build villas, seaside apartments, and country fincas. Start your journey today at welcomeestates.com and let us find your perfect home.